Imagine this. A massive anaconda, one of the biggest and most powerful creatures in the jungle, slithering through the trees and underbrush. But this isn't the usual display of power you might expect. No, this anaconda is in trouble. It's been invaded by millions of parasites, each one feeding off its strength, threatening its survival. And it's not just a few tiny pests. These are vicious parasites, burrowing deep into its body. A team of experts has just discovered this deadly situation. And now, they have one goal: to save this incredible creature from certain death. But time is running out. The parasites are spreading fast. Will the team manage to help this giant snake? Or will it be too late? This is a battle for survival, one that could mean the difference between life and death in the wild. The Amazon rainforest, a place where life thrives, but also where death waits in every shadow. It's a paradise, but it's also a perilous world. Every inch of this massive jungle is teeming with life, colorful birds, buzzing insects, and dangerous predators. But even in a place so full of energy, there's danger lurking in the most unexpected corners. Here, every creature plays a role. The jaguars, the capybaras, the sloths, they all belong to this ecosystem. But sometimes, even the strongest animals, the ones we think of as rulers of the wild, can become victims of forces they can't see or fight against. And that's where the anaconda comes in, a symbol of power and dominance. This giant serpent moves through the jungle with ease, its muscular body coiling around trees and weaving through the underbrush. It's a force to be reckoned with, or at least it was, because right now, this mighty anaconda is facing a battle unlike any it's fought before. Parasites, millions of tiny, parasitic invaders are swarming over its body. These creatures feed off the anaconda's strength, draining it bit by bit. But this isn't just any ordinary situation. This is something much worse. And what happens next will shock everyone. A team of wildlife conservationists, biologists, and herpetologists set out on an urgent mission deep into the jungle. Armed with the latest tools and a burning passion to protect wildlife, they're here for one reason: to find and save the creatures of the wild. As they trek through thick underbrush, their path is filled with the sounds of the jungle, chirping insects, rustling leaves, and distant calls of animals. But then, they hear something different, a soft, almost imperceptible hissing sound coming from ahead. They follow the sound. Their hearts beat faster, knowing something is wrong. The trees begin to thin, and there, lying coiled on the forest floor, is the anaconda. But this is no ordinary sight. The mighty snake, usually the dominant force of the jungle, looks vulnerable. It's not moving with its usual grace. Its body is sluggish, and the once powerful muscles seem weak. As they get closer, the team makes a chilling discovery. The anaconda is covered in parasites. Thousands, maybe millions, of tiny creatures are feeding off its body, slowly draining its strength. The once proud predator now looks like a mere shell of itself, overwhelmed by the tiny invaders. The team knows that this moment is critical. They have to act fast before it's too late. But the danger is clear. This is no simple rescue. It's a race against time. As the team gets closer, the scale of the problem becomes clear. At first, it looks like just a few parasites, but when they examine the anaconda more closely, they realize it's far worse than they thought. The anaconda's body is covered, absolutely covered, in parasites. These aren't just tiny, harmless insects. These are parasitic worms, burrowing deep into the snake's flesh, feeding off its very life force. Some of them are so deeply embedded in the skin, they're nearly impossible to see. The team has to be incredibly careful. One wrong move and they could cause even more harm. The parasites are everywhere, around its eyes, in its mouth, even under its scales. They've spread so rapidly that the anaconda's once vibrant green skin is now covered in patches of swollen, irritated tissue. This is no ordinary infestation. The team knows that if they don't act fast, the anaconda won't survive. The parasites are slowly draining the snake's energy, weakening it to the point where it might not even be able to move or defend itself. Every minute counts. The anaconda's life hangs in the balance, and the team has no choice but to fight back against this invisible enemy, one parasite at a time. The team springs into action. They know they're racing against time, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Carefully, methodically, they begin the painstaking process of removing the parasites. Every movement has to be precise. The anaconda's body, already weakened by the infestation, reacts violently to every touch. It hisses, its tail thrashing, as the team works to hold it steady. Each parasite they remove is a small victory, but it comes at a cost. The anaconda is in pain, its body already fragile from the attack. The team has to move quickly but gently, ensuring they don't cause further harm. Despite the danger, the team remains focused. They use specialized tools, carefully extracting worms and leeches from the snake's skin. Some parasites are buried so deep that it takes hours to remove them. Every second feels like an eternity. The anaconda's stress level is rising. Its hissing grows louder, and it twists in an attempt to escape. But the team refuses to give up. They know the only way to save the snake is to finish what they started. The team leader, sweat pouring down his face, whispers to the others, "We can't stop now. This is the only chance we have." With every parasite removed, the anaconda seems to regain a little strength. Its body starts to relax, the tension easing ever so slightly. But they still have a long way to go. Hours pass. The team works tirelessly, knowing the anaconda's survival depends on their every move. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, the majority of the parasites have been removed. Hours of careful work have passed, and while the team is exhausted, there's a quiet sense of accomplishment in the air. The anaconda, although still weak, seems to be responding. The parasites, once overwhelming in number, have been mostly removed. Its once sluggish body is beginning to show signs of life. The team watches closely, their breath held, as the anaconda's eyes flicker open. At first, they're just small movements, tentative, uncertain. But soon, those eyes lock onto the team. There's no mistaking it now. The snake is aware, and it's alive. The anaconda's breathing has slowed. The tension in its muscles has started to loosen. For the first time in what feels like forever, the jungle feels a little less dangerous. The giant predator is no longer a helpless victim, but a survivor, slowly regaining its strength. Though still far from healthy, the anaconda no longer seems like a mere shadow of its former self. The removal of the parasites has given it a fighting chance. But this recovery will take time. It's still not out of the woods. Its body is weak, and the wounds left by the parasites will take days to fully heal. It won't be able to hunt right away, but the team isn't leaving just yet. They've made it this far, and they're not going to abandon the snake now. Over the next few hours, the anaconda continues to rest, allowing its body to begin healing. The team offers it water and stays by its side, watching as the mighty snake slowly starts to regain some of its former vigor. Its breathing becomes deeper and steadier, its eyes clearer. Slowly, it begins to move, stretching its massive body as if testing its strength. The most touching moment comes when the anaconda lifts its head, glancing toward the team leader who had been working tirelessly to save it. The look in the snake's eyes is unmistakable. A silent thanks, a shared understanding that they've both fought a battle and come out victorious. For the team, it's a moment of quiet triumph. The battle wasn't easy. The odds were stacked against them. But against all the challenges, they've succeeded in saving one of the most incredible creatures in the jungle. The anaconda's recovery is a reminder that even in the harshest of environments, hope can shine through. As the sun begins to set, casting a golden glow over the jungle, the anaconda finally begins to slither away, its powerful muscles slowly coming back to life. It moves with more confidence now, its body no longer a battleground for parasites. The team watches as the snake disappears into the depths of the jungle, knowing that their work is far from over, but also knowing that they've made a difference. The jungle is full of dangers, but today, they've won one fight, and for now, that's enough. As the team watches the anaconda disappear into the dense jungle, there's a sense of awe. This is a creature that survived a battle like no other. And while it may seem like just another day in the wild, this rescue has left an indelible mark on the team and on everyone who hears their story. More than just saving a life, this mission has shown the team the resilience of nature. The anaconda, one of the most formidable creatures in the jungle, had faced an invisible enemy, one that could have easily claimed its life. But with determination, teamwork, and the right knowledge, they were able to intervene. The team knows that their success wasn't just about removing parasites. It was about recognizing the signs of distress, understanding the importance of each species in the ecosystem, and giving the anaconda a chance to fight for itself. It's easy to think of the jungle as a place where only the strongest survive, where life is cruel and unforgiving. But this experience has shown them that sometimes survival comes from compassion, from the willingness to fight for another life, no matter how difficult the odds. After all, it's not just the anaconda that needs saving. The jungle itself is in danger. Deforestation, illegal hunting, and climate change are all threats to the delicate balance of this ecosystem. And if the team learned one thing today, it's that every small action matters. Whether it's saving a single snake or protecting an entire habitat, every effort counts in preserving the wild. This rescue was a reminder that nature doesn't need to be tamed. It needs to be respected. The team leaves the jungle with a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that their work isn't over. The jungle is still full of mysteries and challenges, but this victory, however small it may seem, is proof that change is possible. As the sun sinks lower in the sky, the team makes their way back to camp, the sounds of the jungle surrounding them. But there's a sense of peace in the air. They've done something important today. They've saved a life. And in doing so, they've contributed to something bigger than themselves, a future where the wild still has a chance. As the day draws to a close, the team reflects on everything they've witnessed, everything they've done. But one thing is clear: this rescue was only the beginning. The jungle is vast, and the creatures within it face dangers every day. Some seen, some hidden in the shadows. But the fight to protect them is far from over. The anaconda's story is just one example of what's at stake. Now, more than ever, the world needs to wake up to the challenges facing our planet's wildlife. It's not just the anaconda, but countless other species are fighting for survival. Habitat loss, poaching, climate change. They are threats that don't wait for anyone to act. But we have the power to change things. Each of us can make a difference. Whether it's through supporting wildlife conservation efforts, reducing our environmental impact, or spreading awareness, our collective actions matter. Imagine a world where we all take responsibility for the creatures that share this planet with us. A world where wildlife isn't just something we protect in theory, but something we protect with our actions, our voices, and our hearts. The time to act is now. If we want to continue witnessing incredible rescues like this one, we must ensure that the planet's wild places and the species within them are protected. The anaconda's survival is a testament to what can happen when we intervene, but it's also a reminder of how fragile that survival is. This rescue wasn't just a victory for one snake. It was a victory for the entire ecosystem, for the jungle, and for all the creatures that call it home. But there are many more battles to fight, and every one of us has a role to play. So, the next time you see a story about endangered species or a call for help, don't turn away. Join the fight. Stand up for the planet, stand up for wildlife, and remember, the smallest actions can make the biggest difference. As we wrap up this incredible journey, we're reminded that every rescue, every moment of compassion, and every life saved has a ripple effect. The battle to protect the world's wildlife is ongoing, but with each victory, no matter how small, we move one step closer to a future where both humans and nature can thrive. The Anaconda story is more than just a tale of survival. It's a reminder that, while the wild may be a place of danger and unpredictability, it's also a place of incredible resilience. The jungle is constantly evolving, constantly fighting for balance, and so too are the creatures within it. But this journey doesn't end with the anaconda. It doesn't end with this rescue. It's a part of a bigger story, a story that each of us can be a part of. Every time we make a choice to protect the environment, to stand up for endangered species, or to support conservation efforts, we're writing a new chapter in the story of our planet's future. And that's a story worth telling. So, as we leave behind the jungle and the anaconda's fight for survival, we know this: the fight for our planet's wildlife never ends. But with each step we take, with each action we make, we come one step closer to ensuring that the beauty of the wild and the creatures within it are here for generations to come. Remember, every small action counts. The future of the wild is in our hands, and it's up to us to protect it. While the story of the anaconda's rescue is extraordinary, there's more to it than just the final triumph. Behind every rescue, behind every moment of success, is a team of dedicated individuals who put in countless hours of hard work, knowledge, and effort. These aren't just people with expertise in wildlife. They're passionate individuals who have devoted their lives to understanding the complexities of the natural world. They've trained for years, sometimes decades, to gain the skills necessary to perform the delicate, high-stakes work of saving lives in the wild. From the biologists who study the intricate ecosystems, to the veterinarians who perform life-saving procedures, to the field workers who brave the harsh conditions of the jungle, each member of the team plays a crucial role in ensuring that these rescue missions succeed. The team's journey is often filled with uncertainty. When they set out on a mission, there's no guarantee of success. Sometimes the odds are stacked against them. The jungle is unpredictable, and its creatures can be just as elusive. But the team persists, driven by their belief that no creature, no matter how small, should be left to suffer. Saving the anaconda wasn't just about skill. It was about perseverance, patience, and teamwork. Every decision, every action was carefully thought out, knowing that the stakes were high and the outcome uncertain. Their work doesn't stop when the rescue is over. For these individuals, it's a never-ending cycle of learning, adapting, and innovating. With every mission, they gather more data, refine their methods, and strive to make a lasting impact on wildlife conservation. But perhaps the most impressive part of their journey is the unwavering dedication to a cause that often goes unnoticed. These heroes don't wear capes. They don't seek recognition. Their rewards come not from accolades, but from knowing that their work has made a real difference in the world. And as we witness the anaconda's journey from near death to survival, we can't help but remember that there are countless other animals, habitats, and ecosystems that need the same care, the same commitment. The team's work may never be finished, but they will continue fighting for the voiceless creatures of the wild, one rescue at a time.